2023 was easily one of my best years for landscape photography, best summed up as quality over quantity. Everything from seascapes, steelboard spinning, canola fields, with the highlight 6 days in the amazing South Island of New Zealand at a William Patino photography workshop. In the 6 days I captured a number of images that were some of my best. While the workshop was amazing, after arriving home I felt a little flat. After all, how could anything compare to what I just experienced? I decided to take some time away from photography and vlogging towards the end of 2023 and recharge my own batteries and start fresh in 2024. Morning everyone, welcome to this week's video. I know it's been a long time, probably around about 3 to 4 months, and it's the longest break I've ever had from YouTube. I felt like I really needed a break to just stop vlogging and just get out and take some photographs and just enjoy just using my camera again without the pressure of having to upload video. For anyone that's hung around with me that long and still a subscriber, thank you, I really appreciate it. I know my channel really doesn't suit the algorithm. I don't upload every week, I don't do camera reviews, I don't do clickbait YouTube titles or anything like that. I just get out with my camera and shoot, and if you guys want to come along then that's great. I really appreciate your support and for hanging around with me through 2023, and hopefully in 2024 we're going to do a lot more. But this morning I've come down to Hargraves Beach here. We've got some nice high cloud on the horizon. I've been here since well before sunrise and shooting some different shots around, all handheld, and I'm really enjoying the newfound freedom of shooting a lot more handheld. Since I've been in New Zealand and being over there and doing a workshop with Will Patino, I've really tried to break free from my tripod a lot more, and I'm not saying that I'll never ever use my tripod again. I've got it with me today and I'm going to use it for sure, but there's plenty of occasions when you don't really need it, and I just really enjoy the freedom of being able to walk around and find compositions that I probably wouldn't normally get if I was using my tripod. So in 2024 I'm going to try and use my tripod less and still use it on the occasions when I do need it. Here at Hargraves Beach we've got these beautiful rock formations at the end of the beach here. The tide's a little bit lower than what I would have wanted this morning, but I'm going to get myself set up now that the sun's about to rise across the horizon. Try and get some shots of this sunrise. So I'm just going to wander around handheld and see what shots I can pick up. I'm just doing a 3-shot bracket at the moment just to cover the highlights and the shadows. Quite difficult to photograph here this morning with the tide being so low. Ideally I would have liked some flow coming up around the front of the rocks here, but you can't have everything. I'm just going to keep moving around, see what I can pick up. Sun's up across the horizon now, and I'm just experimenting with a few shots here to see if I can create some sun stars. I've actually just pushed my f-stop right up to about f18, and I'm just moving around. The rocks in the front just crisscross with the sun, and when I get enough rays coming through, I'm firing the shot. There we go. Well, the sun's fully up here now. I'm going to head home. I think I did okay. I got some nice shots walking around handheld and some different compositions, and that's what I really try and do every time I go to a location. I'm like every other photographer that looks online, sees a lot of shots from different locations, and I'm always looking at those shots and thinking, how can I do it slightly differently? And if you look at any of my back catalogue or any of the images that I take, my main goal is always to try and photograph something slightly differently. Of course, I'll always get the standard hero shot that everyone else gets. I'll take that as well. But then I try and look around and try and find something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit out of the normal, and something that's just slightly different. There's nothing worse than seeing a million images of the same thing over and over and over again. And I think that's a tip for anyone that's getting into landscape photography is, yeah, sure, look at all those locations that everyone else photographs and look at how they photograph them, but then see if you can put your own stamp on it. Try and do something a little bit different, something that's unique and something that's yours. This is the first of 2 days here at Hargraves. The conditions predicted for tomorrow are quite good as well, so come down here this morning, got a few shots this morning, and then I'm going to come back again tomorrow morning. We've got a really good prediction of some nice high cloud tomorrow morning, so I'll come back here again. Morning everyone, I find myself back here at Hargraves. It's what is day 3 now. I came up here the day after and the conditions I got on that day weren't quite right. And I decided to come back here this morning because we've got a high tide, and I just wanted to try and shoot the rock formation with a little bit of flow around the rocks on the higher tide. So I made my way back here this morning. Not a bad looking sky coming up. We've got a little bit of colour early. I'm going to make my way up the beach now towards the location, set myself up and look for some compositions and then come back and have a chat to you. I managed to grab a couple of shots here in the low light of the beautiful sky and these rock formation here at Hargraves, and I'm just going to wait until we get some more light before I start doing a few handheld shots. The light at the moment seems to be more down towards the south, so I've fired a couple of images looking back across this way. I'll turn around now, look towards the lighthouse and see what we can achieve down there. But yeah, beautiful sky this morning and great conditions here at Hargraves. Well, I've already managed to grab a couple of shots and I've got them in the bag from the early morning light. We had some really nice pink and pastel hues on the horizon, so I've grabbed those shots now. I'm just going to wait until the sun rises a little bit more. I've been joined by some other photographers this morning, so I probably won't be doing too much vlogging to finish this off, because I hate vlogging in front of other people. But I'm going to let these guys get their shots, wait for the colour to improve and get a little bit more and as we come towards sunrise, and then I might try a few handheld shots here and see how we go.
Walking in this direction in the pre-dawn light on day 1, I noticed the lighthouse aligning with the headland. I moved around and utilised the telephoto lens to frame the lighthouse, despite it being over a kilometre away in the distance. This is exactly what I mean by photographing an iconic location differently and in your own style. Here's the shot I took on the day.
Sun's fully up now, it's time to head home, have some breakfast. I'm pretty happy with a lot of the shots I got here today. We had some nice light earlier on, and then as the sun rose, it faded off a little bit, but I was able to walk around and get a couple of shots. I took a variety of handheld and on the tripod this morning. A lot of the early morning shots were on the tripod, but it was a great morning to be out here at Hargraves. I've always wanted to come here for some reason. In all the years I've been photographing around the coast, I'm not sure why I never really got here, but it was great to get here this morning and do the first vlog for 2024. So you know what to do. If you've enjoyed this video, go down below, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, tap that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscape soon. I'll see you then.